So I hate to say it, but this movie has too much cussing. Just because it's rated R doesn't mean you need to drop the F-bomb 50 times in the first 10 minutes. Don't take advantage of your fucks. Earn your fucks. You gotta make them fucking count, you fucking fucks. The plot! It's been 27 years since the losers defeated Pennywise, and now he's back. So they go back to Derry to fulfill the oath that they made as kids, and kick some clown ass. And shit gets... Let's talk about the losers a little bit. There's a lot of them, so I'm just gonna rapid fire this shit. James McAvoy, his character just does not stand out in this movie like he did in the first movie, and performance-wise, I've seen him do way better. It may be the editing, but I got this vibe that he didn't want to be there. I had the same issue with Jessica Chastain. Didn't seem like she wanted to be in this movie. Performance-wise, she did okay. She did the one tier a couple times, but I can pretty much say that this is the worst performance I've ever seen her do. I was not impressed with Jessica. This dude was fine. He was probably the most like his child counterpart, and I was okay with it. This dude, he did okay. I thought his character had some very good moments, and he's pretty handsome, I guess. And then there's this guy. He's only in this movie for exposition, which was so annoying. Performance-wise, horrible. He's a terrible actor. And then there's Bill Hader. Of all the losers, he was the best. He was hilarious and heartwarming and just the best. Why is Bill giving better performances than Oscar-nominated actors here? Come on. And then there's Pennywise. He was great. Pretty much the same as he was in the first movie. I really could have used more of him in this movie with more psychological scares. Still, he was awesome. Overall, the first word that comes to mind when it comes to this movie is disappointing. I was very disappointed with this movie. The casting, as far as looks are concerned, was perfect. They all looked exactly like their kid counterparts. The acting, however, they just didn't bring it. The kids from the first movie were better than all the adults. I will say there were some great moments in this movie. And when these moments were happening, I was like, yes, this is awesome. But in between all these moments, it's full of fluff and bullshit, and it just killed me. This movie is almost 3 hours long. I swear it felt like 12. The structure of the story is a complete mess. They keep flashing back to scenes that we've already seen as an audience. And sometimes when they do flash back, they'll add little things that weren't in the first movie that fucks with the continuity of the first movie. And they do it again and again and again, and it gets so repetitive, and then it gets boring. The scares and all the Pennywise stuff, that was good. I jumped a few times. They just didn't give me enough Pennywise. I wanted more of that. They're very selective with what CG looks good and what CG looks bad, and the bad CG is really fucking bad. When I was watching this movie, all it made me do was want to go back and watch the first movie again. If you do not see this movie, you're not missing anything. Trust me. Avoid this one. Go watch the first one. Subscribe!